You talk about being self-reliant a lot, and I know that's something that you try to stress. And just wondering, your thoughts on that, and if people are listening, what it might mean for them. Yeah, strangely enough, my parents divorced when I was 7, and I got this feeling that I was never going to have anybody looking after me, and so I kind of became very self-reliant, as in didn't ever believe or trust that anyone was going to help me. Of course, that brings up some other relationship issues later in life, but it was always something that I was always like, it's you have to figure this out, and it's something now that I look back on, and I'm happy it happened to me. But what do you mean when you think of that phrase, self-reliant?
Well, I think you hit the deeper side of it. I too came from a broken family, and you end up having to do everything yourself at a young age, and that's all that becomes your norm, and then that's what you do. Now I do it with business and do it with everything else, and that's not good because you can't do everything. Something's going to fall off the plate, and you're going to end up increasing the number of failures you have in a day, a week, a year. But it really is really important, I feel, just knowing how, whether it's being your own protector, being your own first responder. I think those are great places to start. And that's why the 100 Deadly Skill book series did so well. Because no one had really come out and just given you like, here's the illustration, like the how-to, here's the narrative, neither one repeat each other, put it together, and boom. It's that easy. Like now you can be self-reliant. It allows you true freedom when you don't have to rely on anyone else or anything else, right? It almost acts like this. It puts you in your own bubble, especially when the outside world, and as crazy as it can be, if you're self-reliant, none of it affects you, right? And there's obviously varying levels and degrees of self-reliance. You've got homesteaders, right? People who buy a house, get off the grid, start growing their own food, hunting their own meat, right? And they are like 100% self-reliant. And they don't care what's going on. They're not watching Fox News. They don't even know that there's a toilet paper shortage, right?
Yeah.
They're in their own bubble doing their own thing, and nothing can affect them. That to me is really, really cool. But you don't have to start there. That's really extreme too, So start with the simple stuff, Hey, if I got shot in the leg, how would I stop that bleeding if no one else is around, or if 911 can't come to help me? If there is an intruder in my house, yep, I called 911, but they're 7 minutes out. And we both know a lot can happen in 15 seconds, right? So just knowing and having a plan, and then the skills that go along with it, I mean, man, that goes a long ways. Once again, being confident and that peace of mind for you and your family, and knowing that everybody knows what they're going to do if a good day goes bad. It's that simple.
Yeah, I mean, and at the end of the day, you are on your own. I mean, at the end of the day, there are many situations in life where nobody's going to help you. Even situations where they might be around you, they're not going to help you, let alone when they're not. So you're going to have to get used to that. My daughter, my stepdaughter, she's 18. She's going off to college now, and I can hear my self-reliant talk coming into her, and I'm just like, look, you're going out in the real world now where nobody cares. You don't do this, no one cares. You don't go to exam, no one cares. Afterwards, you're going to have to get a job. If you don't, nobody cares. You have to make your money. Nobody cares if you don't. Maybe I'm going too hard, but I'm just like, this is the real world where there's not mommy, there's not a teacher, there's not an excuse that's going to matter. And I'm trying to kind of project this probably on her or my boys. Maybe I'm overdoing it. But I guess I'm just trying to prepare them,
Yeah, no, I think you're doing it right. I think you got to just lay it out there, because the reciprocal to each, like for example, you said, you make money or not, nobody cares. But the people that want you to pay your bills, they care.
Yeah.
The ones that are coming to collect their money, they care. It's like there's that reciprocal that also is part of the equation that also I think you got to lay it down. And it's especially when you're young, it's like, I got to pay my car insurance and my cell phone bill now. Like I remember when that, I was like, that's huge. Like that means I got to make a couple of $100 a month. Right. I mean, that's a lot of money when you're young, but yeah, we all end up doing it.
I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets, get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year's going to be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm gonna tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone, also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline.
I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up.
If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today. Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you gonna do? What's the choice that you're going to make?